guys, I'm back with another video, and I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's been a long time. It's been like 2 weeks since I recorded, only because I've been really sick. You can't even hear it right now, but yeah, I've been really sick. I'm just gonna do like a small little video on my experience when I was working at Old Navy. So let's get into it. Hey you guys, so I'm gonna get into it. So my experience working at Old Navy was pretty cool overall. Like, I'm gonna get into the details or whatever for y'all. So this is that was my first job. Not like I did an intern before, but this was like my first job, and it started off as a seasonal. If you guys want to work at Old Navy, I suggest you apply as it's a seasonal because that's a gateway to get in. And I applied to it and I called them, and the next day I called them and they told me to come in the next day for an interview, and they literally asked us like probably like a couple questions like what's your name, stuff like that. Tell us about yourself. What do you think is the most sold item at the store? I think I said sandals, but the lady told us it was pants or something like that. And it was just like, she told us we got it. Everybody got it. So, and they really needed people, and this was around Christmas time. So the next day I had to come in and fill paperwork, and we had to go out and recover the store. And the training, I didn't see no video, no nothing. Like, I don't know, like I seen other people get training, show videos and stuff like that. I didn't get that. And they just told us to recover and stuff like that, and it was just like, it was, the way they fold is different. So we have to learn how to fold, and I didn't know how to fold the Old Navy way. So someone tried to show me, but they didn't really seem too interested. They showed me one time and it was like, you're supposed to get it like that. But I eventually caught on to it or whatever. It took me a while, but I eventually caught on to it. But then they put me in the fitting room, but I still had to recover the floor sometimes. And most of the time we get 4-hour shifts. Like, unless it's like extreme holiday, we get big hours. But as a sales associate, we get like 4-hour shifts, nothing more or less, because they was trying so hard not to give us breaks. We get 15-minute breaks, but not 30-hour breaks, because we're only 4 hours. And fitting room, you have to put back. You have to organize everything. You have to put everything back in the departments and stuff like that. And it's a lot because some of the people call out and stuff like that. So it stacks up, and it's a busy day, and it stacks up and stuff like that. Or people just are lazy and don't do it. Most of the time, they have elderly people in the fitting room doing it, so they don't run the clothes back to where they belong because they're elderly. So I was the one that had to put all the clothes back, and it became like hard and stuff like that. But it was, it wasn't that hard. And then you have to like watch people to see if they're stealing, and it wasn't that hard. And make sure people go in the fitting room, and you have to open it because all the doors are locked. Sometimes I'll leave the doors open when I'm running the clothes, because the Old Navy was it was pretty big. So yeah. And then the benefits, it's not like we're a sales associate, so we got 50% off everything. Not off clearance though. And since I worked in the mall, I got discounts off Popeyes or whatever. I never really used it. And then you could sign up to get like other like little discounts and emails and stuff like that for working at Gap. And I actually, okay, let me tell y'all. So the seasonal position ended in January. I was pretty sad. I thought I wasn't, like, they was going to fire me or whatever. And my manager told me to recover this department and stuff like that. And they put me into the office and told me they're keeping me. I was pretty happy because they had already told everybody who was they were going to keep and stuff like that. And nobody in my team that I actually worked with, they kept. They kept one girl, but she quit. So they kept me, and eventually, like, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I worked there for 1 year. It was pretty cool. The hours started to suck. It's like wishy-washy, like when they want you, they'll give you hours and stuff like that. But it was like majority is like 2 times a week, 4 hours or whatever. Yeah, so it was pretty it sucked pretty bad, like on the hour side, because they didn't manage their hours too good. But as far as managers, they were okay. They don't know how to keep their attitude, like when they're having attitudes and stuff like that. They don't really know how to handle that, and I felt like that was pretty unprofessional. My general manager was pretty cool. He really didn't talk all the time to all of us, but when he came in, it was like, okay. I had an incident where my grandparent was sick, and one of the managers told me, why did I take off? Because what was I gonna just do? Just sit there and watch him be sick in the hospital or whatever? So that kind of made me mad. Like, they don't know professionalism or whatever. The customers were pretty okay. Like, I never really had bad experience with customers. Like one time this guy at the store, he was acting all foolish or whatever, but other than that, I haven't really had any bad experiences with anybody at the store. Like, some of the co-workers always had attitudes and stuff like that. I don't never understand why, so I kind of stick to myself. But I knew kids from school that I went to school with that worked there, so I would talk to them. But other than that, I just stayed to myself, just recovered when I could. It was really a irritating thing. Like, you will have to recover a whole store, but then somebody messes up your section. So yeah. And the clearance, like, clearance, you don't get discounts off clearance. I don't know if I said that already, but some of the clothes would be like 70 cents, 50 cents or something like that, because the price would drop dramatically. It basically felt like Old Navy became my family, because when I had moved to Clinton, around the summertime, it was my birthday, and no one in the house really did anything for my birthday. It was just like a regular day, and I was supposed to go to work later on, because we were moving to another store, and that was like a 10-hour shift. So they threw me a birthday party there. So I felt like I was really down because no one at the house. It didn't really seem like no one really too much cared about my birthday. So that was that, and it felt really nice that they cared about my birthday thing. Since I stayed there for 1 year, I got a little button or whatever that said congrats or whatever for being here for 1 year or whatever. So it was really cool. So
if you guys worked at Old Navy before or think this video is cool, comment down below.